You ever feel like you're just drowning in a tidal wave of digital marketing advice?
Oh, definitely.
One minute you're trying to keep up with the latest algorithm shift. The next, there's some guru telling you about the one platform you absolutely have to be on. Well, it can be exhausting.
It really can, yeah. The sheer volume of information, and often it's contradictory, right? Makes it tough to see what actually matters for, sustainable growth.
Yeah, you get lost chasing trends.
Exactly. Lost in the noise.
Well, that's precisely why we're here today. We're doing a deep dive into the ultimate guide to digital marketing. The plan is to pull out the core principles, the stuff that works.
The timeless strategies.
Yes, the strategies that actually drive results, regardless of, the flavor of the week. Think of this as your cheat sheet to cut through all that noise.
And it's a pretty comprehensive guide. It's structured around the key areas you'd expect: strategy, content, ads, social, email, search.
Analytics, optimization. It covers the bases.
It really does. It touches on all the crucial elements you need.
And, the big takeaway for me right off the bat is this. Despite all the tech, all the digital stuff, effective digital marketing today, it's really just about solid marketing fundamentals.
Couldn't agree more. It boils down to that: understanding your audience and thoughtfully guiding them on a journey that they find valuable.
Right. And that journey is key. The guide calls it the customer value journey.
That's the one. It's the foundational framework, really. Your strategic roadmap for turning, a complete stranger into a promoter, into a loyal advocate.
Okay, so let's unpack that roadmap. The first steps are about making that initial connection, sparking some interest. We're talking awareness and then engagement.
Precisely. Awareness is just that moment a prospect realizes, I have a problem or I have a need. And maybe, just maybe, you have a solution.
They become aware of you.
Exactly. And then engagement is where you start building that relationship. You offer something valuable content that, educates or entertains them.
And critically, it's not a one-shot deal.
Right.
The guide stresses that.
Oh, absolutely not. Engagement needs to be ongoing, consistent. That's key.
The guide has some great, diverse examples of this, like a financial advisor sending emails about college savings to a grandfather.
Very specific.
Or a local wine shop owner being active in, say, a Facebook group for wine lovers.
Meeting them where they are.
Totally. Or even broader stuff like Johnson & Johnson's baby bath videos on YouTube, or ModCloth doing guides for wedding attire. It's all engagement.
It's about providing relevance. And the guide points out the main ways you do this engagement: content marketing, social media, email, and community management. Those are the disciplines.
Right. Okay, so you've got their attention, you're starting a conversation. What's the next logical step? Moving into subscribe and then convert.
Exactly. So they know you, they've engaged a bit. The subscribe stage is about deepening that connection, getting their contact info.
The email address, usually.
Right. And the guide calls this an ethical bribe, which I quite like.
Yeah.
You offer something genuinely valuable in return for their details.
The lead magnet. Like an ebook or a checklist or a webinar sign-up.
Precisely. The guide mentions various examples for different industries and the tactics to get the subscribers. It's a mix: content marketing, email itself, digital ads, community stuff, even CRO and good copywriting on your forms.
Makes sense. It all works together.
Absolutely. And that leads you right into the convert stage. These subscribers, they've shown more interest, right? There's a bit of trust building.
Okay.
So now you're looking for a slightly bigger commitment, maybe their time or a small amount of money, through what the guide terms entry point offers.
Yeah, this is a really important point the guide makes, isn't it? This stage, convert, it's not about making a big profit right away.
Critically important, yes. It's about customer acquisition, getting them to make that first purchase.
They use examples like Sprint buying out contracts, or GoDaddy with those super cheap domains.
Vistaprint's cheap business cards, too. Classic examples. Lowering the barrier to becoming a paying customer. That's the goal here.
Exactly. Get them in the door.
The guide gives other examples, too, like, say, an exec buying a consultant's book for maybe $8.
Low risk.
Or someone scheduling a walkthrough at a retirement home. That's time commitment. Or trying a $20 teeth whitening service.
Got it. Small steps.
Small steps, low commitment, designed purely to turn that subscriber into a first-time buyer.
And the tactics shift a bit here. You're using digital ads maybe more targeted now. Content still. Copywriting is crucial for the offer.
Right. Email marketing to nurture them towards it. And search marketing can play a role too, capturing people ready to buy something small.
Okay, so awareness, engagement, subscribe, convert. We've got our first-time customer. What happens after they buy that initial thing?
Well, this next stage, Excite, is absolutely critical. You have to make sure that first transaction delivers real value. Build goodwill. Make them feel good about their decision.
Because if the first experience is bad,
They're gone. They won't move further. Simple as that. You need to nail this Excite stage.
the guide gives some good examples here, like Spotify's walkthrough for new users. It helps you find music right away.
Exactly. Or a life coach sending relevant blog posts to a new client, adding value immediately.
Evernote's onboarding emails, showing you how to use the features.
Perfect examples. It's all about immediate value delivery, showing them how to get the most out of what they just bought. And the main tools here are email marketing, content marketing, and really clear, benefit-driven copywriting.
Okay, so they bought something small, they're happy, they feel smart. Now we get to the ascend stage. This is where the real monetization happens.
This is where you start offering your core products, your main services, and relevant upsells, cross-sells. You're capitalizing on that goodwill you just built.
And the guide points out, you might have even lost a little money getting them to this point.
Potentially, yes. The strategy often involves lower margins or even a loss on the front end, aiming for longer-term profitability during ascension. It's a long game.
Right, the lifetime value.
Precisely. The guide uses everyday examples. Renting a basic car, then adding insurance or GPS, buying a camera, then needing lenses, bags, memory cards.
That's her.
Or getting one car wash, then buying the unlimited monthly package.
Yeah, I've done that.
Even Southwest offering early boarding for an extra fee. That's ascension.
And the tactics here are primarily email marketing and copywriting, showing them the next logical step, the added value.
That's right. Strategic emails, compelling copy explaining the benefits of the upgrade or the core offer.
Okay, so we've gone from stranger to happy customer, and now they're buying more. What are the final stages of this journey? Advocate and promote.
Exactly. The advocate stage is where your really happy customers start recommending you naturally. Word of mouth, positive reviews, testimonials.
Like DSW asking for a review after you buy shoes?
Perfect simple example. You're just making it easy for satisfied customers to share their positive experience.
So marketing here is about encouraging that. Social media, maybe email prompts for reviews, making sure those good reviews show up in search.
You nurture it. And then the final stage is promote. This is where customers become active champions.
More than just leaving a review.
Oh, yeah. They're actively, enthusiastically spreading the word. Sometimes you incentivize this, like the classic Dropbox referral program, right? Get free storage for referring friends.
Right. So promoters are like a volunteer sales force.
Essentially, yes. They help you acquire new customers, often at a much lower cost, because that peer recommendation is so powerful.
Okay, wow. That's the whole journey mapped out. Awareness, engagement, subscribe, convert, excite, ascend, advocate, promote. Quite a path.
It is. And the crucial point the guide makes is that people don't just wander through this randomly. Well, sometimes they might, but...
Right, we want it to be intentional.
Exactly. You need deliberate marketing campaigns designed specifically to move people from one stage to the next, systematically.
It's the difference between someone stumbling onto your site versus you crafting, say, an email sequence to take them from subscriber to buyer.
Precisely. That Dropbox program is a great example of intentionally moving people to promote.
And the guide gives those case studies, right? Like digital marketer using a Facebook video ad to go from aware to engage.
Yep. Or ModCloth using a blog post with a pop-up offer to go from engage to subscribe.
Or digital marketer, again, using Google Ads, targeting subscribers, sending them to a landing page with the discount to get them to convert.
Those examples really highlight how you intentionally bridge the stages and what underpins all of this movement.
Content.
Content, absolutely fundamental. The guide really hammers this home. Content marketing is crucial for attracting people and moving them through that funnel.
And it's not just blogging, is it? It's about the right content.
Exactly. Perfect content, as the guide puts it, delivers the right information at the right time in their journey. And yeah, it's much more than blog posts. Pricing pages are content, product descriptions are content, support docs are content.
Okay. So how do you know what content is right?
Well, the guide breaks the prospect's journey into those three broad phases. Awareness at the top of the funnel, TOFU, evaluation in the middle, MOFU, and conversion at the bottom, BOFU.
Right, TOFU, MOFU, BOFU.
So for awareness, TOFU, you need stuff with a low barrier to entry, blog posts, social updates, infographics, videos, things that entertain, educate, inspire, broad appeal.
Okay. Then for evaluation, MOFU.
That's where your lead magnets come in. You offer something more substantial: ebooks, webinars, checklists, case studies, maybe in exchange for their contact info. They're evaluating solutions now.
Got it. And then conversion, BOFU.
Now they're close to buying, so you need content that builds confidence and facilitates the purchase. Testimonials, detailed case studies, product comparisons, demos, free trials, things that provide proof and make the decision easier.
So you really need a content plan that covers the whole funnel.
Absolutely essential, a full funnel plan. And the guide stresses that great content marketing is intent-based. What is the searcher really looking for? And avatar-based, tailored to your ideal customer profile.
Okay, so content is the fuel. But how do you guarantee people see it, especially early on? That brings us to digital advertising, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Digital advertising gives you control. The guide positions it as a way to manage your traffic flow, whether you need more awareness, want to drive engagement with a specific piece of content, or push directly for sales.
It's the paid side of the coin versus organic reach.
Exactly. And the guide uses that helpful concept of traffic temperature: cold, warm, hot.
Right. Cold traffic is people who've never heard of you.
Yep. Warm traffic has had some interaction, maybe visited your site or engaged on social.
And hot traffic is ready to buy or close to it. They know you, they like you, they trust you.
And crucially, these temperatures map directly onto the customer value journey stages we talked about.
Makes sense. So you wouldn't hit cold traffic with a hard sell offer.
Probably not effective, no. The guide outlines 5 critical elements for any high-performing ad campaign: the offer itself, the ad copy, the creative, visuals, video, the ad scent that's crucial.
Ad scent. Explain that.
It's about congruency. Does the landing page look and feel like the ad they just clicked? Does it deliver exactly what the ad promised? If not, the scent is broken and they bounce.
Ah, okay. Consistency. So offer, copy, creative, ad scent, and
targeting. Who are you actually showing the ad to? Each of these needs careful thought, aligned with the traffic temperature and the journey stage.
And they give examples, right? Like for offers, maybe a coupon for colder traffic, a specific product for hotter traffic?
Exactly. Or copy-hitting pain points. Creatives that are literal and clear, ensuring that ad send is strong. And really detailed audience targeting.
And your targeting strategy changes drastically depending on whether it's cold, warm, or hot traffic.
Absolutely. Different platforms, different interests, different custom audiences. The guide even offers a tool called the Ad Grid for planning campaigns by avatar and hook.
Hooks being the different angles or reasons why someone might be interested?
Precisely. And it lays out a 7-step process for planning and scaling campaigns. Identify avatars, identify hooks, rate copy, research targeting options, create the visuals, set up the ads, and then, importantly, compile and analyze the results.
And they have that 6.3.1 formula thing for budget allocation.
Yeah, a guideline suggesting maybe 60% of spend on cold traffic, 30% on warm, 10% on hot as a starting point to balance growth and retargeting, though obviously you adjust based on results.
And you have to keep things fresh, right? Ad fatigue is real.
Definitely. Refreshing creatives and offers is crucial, and monitoring metrics like click-through rate, CTR, and relevance score tells you how well your ads are resonating.
Okay, so ads get eyeballs and drive traffic. But what about building relationships and community more organically? Social media marketing.
Exactly. Social media isn't just about shouting your message. The guide frames it as putting your message where your audience already hangs out and interacts.
And they have that cycle, the social success cycle.
Right, 4 stages. Listening first, then influencing, then networking, and finally, selling.
Listening seems foundational, like actually paying attention to what people are saying about your brand, your industry, your competitors.
Crucial. You need to track conversations, understand sentiment, and the guide stresses having a feedback loop, not